I've been pondering the idea of creating or converting a video from 16.9 to 2.35 to 1, and having looked around the web, didn't find any particular video on YouTube or elsewhere that would show me how to do it under the Linux operating system and the open source video editors. And I did find a couple of videos where people have used Kdenlive and OpenShot and a few other video editors to create what looked more like a letterbox conversion rather than the true 2.35 to 1. And let me just show you what I mean by that, because if you, for example, if you were to letterbox a video like this one here, now yes, it does look like it's the widescreen format, and yes, you've got the black bar at the top and black bar at the bottom. If that's what you're looking for, that's fine. But if you play this on a widescreen TV and you open it up like this, this is what you get. You get the black box left and right, which is not the true widescreen or 2.35. And also the other way you can find out is, okay, if you have the program installed called Media Info, you can actually see that it is still 1280 by 720, 16 to 9. Okay, so it's not the true conversion. It's basically just letterboxing with black stripes top and bottom. So yeah, as I said, I was hunting around, and I eventually found the means to do it, and this is what I've actually come up with. This is the actual true 2.35 to 1 ratio. Okay, now if you open that up, you get the widescreen top and bottom bar. That was rather quick, it was only a short bit, but so yeah, you get the top bar, top and bottom, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and so also if you use the media information, it will then also show you that it is in fact the true 2.35 to 1. Okay, so that's the true conversion to the particular format. Okay, so how did we do that in the open source? Well, it's, let me show you, because it took me a while to sort of suss it out, but eventually I got there. So just bear with me for 2 seconds and I'll be back shortly. Okay, well here we are back on deck, and we've opened up our Cinelerra video editing program. I'm running this under the Debian Buster distro, and it's a nice stable setup. I'm quite happy the way things are working out here. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll drop in the file here. Right, okay. I'll just change the timeline setting here a bit so we can get a better view. All right. Now my current setting is, of course, 1280 720 at 50 frames per second at 16 to 9 ratio. Okay. Now, in order to do what we want to do with this particular file now, what we need to do, we need to change this from 720 to 544. Now, how did I get to that figure? Well, that's another easy way to work it out, is to get your calculator, okay, and you've got the 1280 up there, which is the width, 1280. You then divide that by 2.35, gives you 544. So we'll leave it at 544. You could round it up to 545, but 544, that's quite acceptable to do it that way. Okay, so, and if you, for example, if you had now full high definition 19 720, okay, you divide that one by 2.35, and that would give you 817. So that there would be where you would, for example, put the 817, but because we're just working with ordinary high definition using 544, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so once we've done that, we now close that off, and what we do now, we apply that to our viewer there, and notice what's happened. It's gone straight down to that particular format. Okay, so we're happy with that. And what the good thing is here, of course, it hadn't squashed anything together or anything like that. It's left the actual footage like it is, but it's going to the new format. Now we need to do a couple of things here as well, and that is now we're going to change the camera angle a bit, okay, so that we have a bit more, less sky and a bit more from the bottom here. So as you can see, for example, the yellow line around the perimeter here, that is the actual 1280 by 720 format. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to use the control here, okay, and we're just going to move our footage up a bit. As you can see, we're moving it up, making sure not to cross into the actual footage there. Okay, so that will still give us enough there, so we'll leave it like that. Okay, and the next thing we have to do now is use our paint, okay, or crop or layer. Okay, press on that and we get this. All right, so as you can see here, this one here, we need to change this over. Where are we? Okay, let me just get, okay, as you can see, it's done that. Okay, this little box here, you need to make sure that it's in the area there. Okay, and if you have a look here, 544. All right, so once you've done that, you can press apply. Okay, and it's all said and done. All right, and with that then we would render that. Okay, and we would come up with the true 2.35:1 ratio video. Okay, so here we are, we're back again, and now just let me show you the original footage, which is this one here. Okay, this is the original footage, 16.9, right? Okay, as you can see, yep, all nice and squared off. All right, if we do the widescreen, yep, we've got the black and white. Okay, so now we've readjusted it, and we've thought, well, okay, we want to have the actual widescreen look with the top and bottom bars. Okay, because we've got a 2.35 monitor, which we want to show it on there, and we've gone and done the letterboxing. Okay, this is what's happened. Okay, so there we are. We've got the black, and that's what's going to show up on your 2.35 monitor. All right, so that's not the way to do it. The way that we did it with our software video editor is this one here. Okay, here we are, we've got that there. Okay, and if we open it up, we get the black bar at the top and bottom, but we've got the full view, and this is what would be displayed on your 2.35 monitor. So hopefully that's helped someone with the same sort of situation that I was in, and that's under the open source video editor called Cinelerra, and working off on the Debian Buster distro. So hopefully this has helped, and thanks for watching, folks. Bye bye.